Hey, this End of the Road Haunts, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm mad. Is it about Spirit Halloween? I don't know, not quite. I'm just crashing out at everything, and I was like,
well, I know that Haunter Slop does good in terms of views, so I should probably make a video on this stuff to get views.
So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a video on Haunter Slop, and you know what? I'm not gonna pretend that I'm having a good time here, because I'm crashing out over everything, so fuck it. If a good time ends up coming from this, so be it. But if I'm just mad the entire video, so be it. Because I was in science class, finished up a test, and then I saw, oh my god, the teaser came out. So I thought, no, I know what I should do instead. I shouldn't watch the teaser yet. I should wait till I get home so I can react to it. But then here's the thing. Because of that, I ended up kind of killing my excitement for the whole teaser. So I was a little bit like, you know what? Maybe I should watch it now. And so because I watched it when my excitement was killed, I just kind of watched it and was like, okay. And so now I'm mad that I didn't have a fun reaction to the teaser. So, now I'm just feeling kind of over all the names. Which is worse, if I was mad about the names. Because let me be clear, I'm not actually mad about the animatronics. But I'm, just mad in general. So if I was mad about the names, hey, at least, I can feel strong emotion about that. But if, but I'm not happy about them either. So I'm just kind of like, So, you know what? I'm gonna talk about this. And you better like your Haunter Slop. Alright, so the first name we have here is up in the corner, and it says Trixie. I don't know. I'd like to say something more interesting here, but I don't know. Trixie. I mean, what more do you want me to say? I mean, okay, I have a suspicion it's gonna be a female clown, so that's neat. But we don't know anything about, what it'll do, what it'll look like. So, okay. So, in this same shot, we can see, two other names. Number one is Bullseye, which, okay, I'll say this one's actually kind of interesting. I'm suspecting it's going to be another clown, very similar to that Ginger's idea, I think it was, lately, that has, a bunch of, bullseye darts in it or something. I feel like it's going to be very similar to that, or who knows, maybe it's something completely different, like a zombie, or I don't know, maybe even something with a gun? I don't know. But okay, I'll say it, that one's actually kind of interesting. And the other name we have here is Fire Demon, which I definitely should be a lot more excited about, because, I do like a good demon prop here and there. But, that's a very basic name. For a prop that honestly will be pretty basic in my prediction. I don't really know what to expect from here. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it turns out cool, but, we've seen Fire Demon props from other companies like Party City, so I don't know. This is, of course, Sewer! Here we can see the name for Valak. Again, another one that we've known has been coming for months. And, recently it's been officially leaked that she's gonna have a scissor mech. I mean, hopefully the animation's cool, but, as for the character, And then in this shot, we have two more prop names. Number one is Two-Face Teddy, which, okay, I'll be real. Two-Face Teddy has potential. I feel like it's probably gonna be maybe a turning around, its head's gonna turn around. Or maybe it's just gonna have two faces, I don't know. Although, I am slightly worried about this one. I just feel like it's gonna be a little similar to Barnaby the Bear. Visual quality-wise, which, I didn't dislike Barnaby, but if they're on the same level with a scary face just having slightly sharp teeth and red eyes, that's kind of boring. I don't know. But there is another name, which is Backbend Bonnie. And now we 100% know that the name's Bonnie, so that's kind of interesting. But we've mentioned this before. Broken Spine Girl, reskin. I'm excited for her. I'll say it. I think she'll probably be one of the best props of the lineup. Maybe even the best. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's that's those names. And then we have the name Monkey Business, which I don't know, man. 'Cause, like, we got Monty before. And so, I don't know, maybe this will be a whole different... I mean, it's gonna be a different prop, for sure. But at the same time, I kind of have the, if it ain't broke, don't fix it mindset. The way that I already have Monty, I love him and stuff. So I just don't really see what, honestly, much more you could do with a monkey prop. Maybe I'm being close-minded and it's actually going to be, like, crazy and sick. I don't know. We'll see. But it's nothing that's particularly interesting to me, to be honest. I don't know. Honestly, a lot of the names from this teaser aren't really doing it for me at the moment. As I said, I'm not in a very good mood right now. So, maybe I'm just being, Gary Hater right now. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll go over my thoughts more at the end of the video. We already knew that Electrified Corpse would be returning. So nothing much to say here. And then we have the name Lantern Keeper. And I gotta be real with you, this is probably like one of the most boring names out of the ones we've gotten. Which, to be completely frank with you, I'm sad to say, at least at the moment, isn't a very high bar for me. I'm not imagining anything about Lantern Keeper. I'm just imagining something very similar to the Gatekeeper, who's a prop that I just think is kind of mid. So, like, I don't know, I'm really not feeling the love with this teaser. I'm so sorry. Now we do have the name Headcase Harry, which, I'll be real, I'm actually excited for this one. I actually think this will be pretty cool, in my opinion. It could go one of two ways. Number one, when I first saw the name, I was kind of thinking that I'm picturing, and I'll make a predictions video later on, but I'm thinking it's gonna be like a headless businessman with like a briefcase that he'll open up and there'll be like his head inside. So, like, Headcase very literally. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. I think that would be pretty fun. But I've also heard that Headcase is, like, a term for insane or, like, mentally ill. So, if this is, like, a mental patient type thing and, like, a straitjacket that maybe thrashes around or something, that would be pretty cool, too, honestly. Although I have heard some musings from someone that this might be a clown, which, if it is, I will cry tears of despair and I will go and live in a hole because, goddamn, man. I mean, unless it's like a really good clown, Spirit, just please do something new with their names. Please, please, please. Now, in this one, we have 3 new names we can find. Number 1 is Grave Danger. This one I'm curious by, because the name is vague enough that it low-key gives me Night Terror vibes, and the way I feel like it could be really cool, but at the same time, as we know how Night Terror played out, it could also just be nothing very impressive either. I don't know, I'm picturing anything between, Deathstalker, but like, more like Tony Tombstone adjacent, to, like, Gravestone Ghoul. So, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how this one plays out. He could be cool, but maybe not. I don't know. And then we got Trick or Treat Pete. I'll be real, though. I'm actually quite intrigued by this one. I feel like it could be a clown, which, I don't know. I'm just, for some reason, I'm just not feeling clowns this year. They had the Carnival last year. They had, like, great clowns. So it's like, great. We don't need much more, Spirit. And I know we've been saying that for years. And, maybe they'll come out and the whole lineup will be clowns. But they'll be pretty good. And then I'll buy them all. But, I do kind of think, though, that he'll be some kind of kid, though. And I'll say it. I'm actually pretty excited for him. Because I feel like he'll be pretty Halloween-y. Which, as of late, I have been really liking the idea of classic Halloween characters. So, it has Trick or Treat in the name, so, like, I think it's gonna have those classic Halloween vibes to it, which I'm excited for. Maybe it'll be similar to like some of the kids from Halloween 3, for example, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this one turns out. And then the final name we have here is a little interesting. It's Terrifier Santa Claus, which is a weird ass name because obviously Terrifier is the movie with Art the Clown. I would know. And so it's gonna be a Santa art animatronic. I don't know why they didn't just call it Santa art or something of the Terrifier Santa Claus. Is just so wordy and weird. And this is kind of a strange animatronic choice for me because if they wanted to make another Terrifier prop, I feel like either another Pale Girl, which I get why they would have done because there's a Party City one, which in my opinion was perfect, or, Victoria, that would be another good one. Although, to be fair, I do really enjoy the Santa art design, especially if he has, like, the Christmas tree glasses and a chainsaw, hopefully. If he has, like, a running chainsaw, I'll be damn happy. Although, prediction, I feel like this one's probably gonna be online only. Most likely, or hell, who knows, maybe it will be in stores. I mean, Pennywise Sewer Great was a few years ago. And, then the regular art's gonna be online only. Or maybe he'll be inbox only, or I don't know. But I'm expecting him to be an online prop, so, not the most necessary thing, but I mean, I love Art the Clown as a character, so I'm not offended to see this on the list whatsoever. And then, okay, the next name we have is Trick or Treat Sam, which is obviously the character from the movie Trick or Treat, which, pardon my French, but I don't know why the fuck they're making another one so soon. I mean, I like Trick or Treat I love Trick or Treat. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. And I do really like Sam as a character. And I have nothing against the idea of a Sam animatronic whatsoever, except we've had one as recent as, like, I think it was last sold in, like, 2022 even. At the very least, 2021. Point being, not that long ago. So it's a bit like, why are we seeing another one? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the other one certainly wasn't broke, because at least with, like, Ghostface, let's say, the 2021 one was absolutely ass. It was not good, in my opinion. So, like, remaking it to be more high quality and cooler, yeah, I get that. But the original Sam prop was perfectly fine, in my opinion. So, unless they come at him with, like, 7 servo animations or something, I don't see the point in making another one. I don't know. I feel like they could do something a lot cooler with a different license prop, but I mean, I don't know, man. And then we have the name Twisted Grandma, which is that it's, gonna be that one from the concept art that got leaked years ago. You've all seen it by now. I don't really need to share it. I'll say it. When I first saw that concept art like a year or two ago, I honestly didn't really like it that much. I didn't care for her at all. But recently, I've definitely warmed up to the idea of her. I think she definitely can be pretty cool. So honestly, I'm excited to see her. I feel like she will actually be pretty cool in person, not gonna lie. But yeah, I think I can see the light with this one. I think she'll be cool. Now, there were apparently some names in the teaser that I just straight up haven't seen, but I've been hearing them a lot, so I'll talk about them. One of them is Crypt Countess. She could be pretty neat, I don't know. Probably like a female vampire prop, so, like vampires aren't something we see a lot. She definitely could be pretty Halloween-y, so, I'm excited to see that. Otherwise, don't have much to report here either. We don't have a lot to go off of with any of these names, and they're just, I don't know, they're so basic. Unlike something like Giant Death Ray last year, where you could think of so many things it could be. These are both extremely self-explanatory without telling anything at the same time. So I wish I could give more intelligent commentary, but I just can't, to be honest. And then the next name that I didn't see in the teaser, but apparently is in there somewhere, is Owlbeast. And this is a pretty cool name. It's definitely the owl that got leaked a while ago, which there have been rumors is going to be a Desmodus reskin with an improved mech. I mean, like, that's cool. like, I'm down for Desmodus reskin. I do love owls, especially I used to a lot as a boy. It's probably gonna be neat, but it's nothing I'd flock to get. Wait, flock like birds? Get it? Flock like birds? Haha! Flock? Even though I don't think even owls even travel in flocks. So, like, what am I doing? Well, finally, going out with a whimper, kind of. We have Sinister Straw Man. And I'm only saying going out with a whimper because we've heard this name before several times. We know he's going to be Mr. Dark reskin. Which, I mean, I'll be real, I actually am quite excited for him, because I know I'm someone who is always judging the Mr. Dark reskins. But at this point, I'm starting to embrace that. Low-key, I do think I kind of want to get one of the reskins. Just because, they pop up a little faster, they're cooler characters. And, I really like scarecrows. So, I don't know, I feel like this could be pretty neat, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to him, but again, this is a name and concept we've known for months at this rate, so just nothing much to report. So that was the new teaser. Somehow I managed to stretch this video to 16 minutes long, so to all the poor souls who watch this long, I'm sorry, this was a shit-ass video. If you did watch this long, maybe, never mind, don't worry about it. But I'll be real, hopefully in like a day or two, these will grow on me, and I'll be glazing the lineup to Kingdom Come. I'm just really not feeling the love today. I don't know, the names don't stick out to me as being very interesting. They're just, I don't know, there's something about them that's just not there. They don't sound particularly unique. They all sound like, every time I hear them, I don't envision a new prop. I just envision a pre-existing one. Which, I get it. Originality is dead in an Owlbeast dumpster. And, happily buying on, just, I don't know. But, like, I just don't really, I just don't quite, I'm just not, yeah. Tell me what you think of these names in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you're new, or don't. I won't judge you. And I'll see you in the next one. Maybe, if I make it that far. Bye.